Did you know that over 60% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency? Shocking, right? Many people think saving money is enough to secure their future. But in reality, traditional savings methods often lead to disappointment. In fact, according to a 2022 study by Bankrate, nearly 30% of Americans have no savings at all. In this video, we're diving deep into why your savings plan might not be working. Are you stuck in the cycle of saving, but still feeling broke? You're not alone. Many well-meaning savers miss crucial steps to building real wealth. We'll explore hidden costs that drain your savings, the trap of earning more but spending more, and how shrinking your lifestyle can actually lead to financial growth. Plus, we'll uncover the power of using debt wisely and how to splurge smartly without blowing your budget. Stick around to learn strategies that could change your financial future. Your savings plan might be missing some key elements, and it's time to fix that. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The hidden costs of conventional saving. Let's face it, most people think saving money means just parking it in a bank account and letting it grow. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. While your money sits, so does inflation, quietly eroding its value. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, inflation averaged 3.8% annually between 1960 and 2020. Meanwhile, the average savings account interest rate is around 0.04%. That means your money is losing value every single year if it's not working for you. We often underestimate the impact of inflation on long-term savings. Think of it this way, $100 today won't have the same purchasing power in 10 years. It's not just about saving, it's about outpacing inflation. That's why stashing cash in low-interest savings accounts can actually be a money-losing strategy in the long run. So, what should you do? One unique approach is focusing on investments that beat inflation. Warren Buffett once said, "The best way to protect purchasing power is to invest in yourself or businesses with strong earnings." That's where assets like stocks, real estate, or even dividend-paying funds come in handy. These options don't just sit still. They grow and adapt to changing markets, giving you a fighting chance against inflation. Also, it's essential to consider opportunity cost. When you save money in low-interest accounts, you're not just losing value to inflation, you're missing out on the potential gains from more lucrative investments. The opportunity cost can be staggering over time. For example, over 30 years, investing $5,000 annually in the stock market, with an average return of 7%, could net you around $505,000. But if that same money sits in a savings account, it might only grow to $155,000. That's a $350,000 difference. Bottom line, conventional savings accounts won't cut it. You need your money to work smarter, not harder. Chapter 2. The earn more, spend less trap. Why it's outdated, just earn more and spend less. Sounds like the ultimate financial advice, right? But here's the truth, this mindset can be a dead end. Many people think they need to increase income to fix their financial problems, but that's only half the battle. Simply earning more doesn't guarantee you'll save more. In fact, it often leads to something called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is when your expenses rise as your income grows. Ever notice how people buy bigger houses or upgrade their cars once they get a raise? This is a common trap. According to a 2020 study by the Bureau of Economic Analysis, people tend to increase their spending by 95% of any new income they earn. So, even though you're earning more, you're not necessarily getting ahead. Frugal living isn't about spending less blindly, it's about spending intentionally. You don't have to cut corners on every aspect of life. Instead, prioritize what adds real value to your life and cut the fluff. For instance, if you love travel, find ways to make it affordable, use rewards points or travel off-season. But don't waste money on things that don't align with your long-term goals, like daily lattes or impulsive online shopping. The key is to focus on quality over quantity. A 2016 study from Cornell University found that people derive more happiness from experiences rather than material possessions. So, while cutting unnecessary costs, it's important to invest in things that bring you lasting value, like meaningful experiences or skills that can improve your earning potential. So, while earning more is great, it's not the whole answer. Being frugal means aligning your spending with your true priorities, not just hoarding every penny or chasing bigger paychecks. The goal is financial independence, not burnout. Chapter 3. The Power of Minimalist Investments. Grow by shrinking. When people think of frugality, they often think of cutting back. But did you know that shrinking your lifestyle can actually help you grow your finances? It sounds counterintuitive, but there's a method to this madness. The concept of minimalism isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about focusing on what truly matters. By cutting down on non-essential possessions, you're freeing up both mental energy and financial resources. According to a 2019 study published by the University of Southern California, people who embrace minimalism report a 20% higher level of life satisfaction. But here's the kicker. They also save 20–30% more of their income because they aren't wasting money on stuff they don't need. Consider downsizing your living space. The average American home is around 2,400 square feet, but do you really need that much space? If you live in a smaller home or apartment, not only do you save on rent or mortgage costs, but also on utilities, maintenance, and even property taxes. According to Zillow, the average downsizing can save you up to $10,000 annually. Minimalist investing works the same way. Shrink your liabilities, and you can unlock opportunities for growth. For instance, eliminating recurring payments like unnecessary subscriptions, underused gym memberships, or costly cable packages can save hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars per year. That extra cash can go straight into an investment account, where it can work for you instead of draining your bank account every month. An underrated investment strategy is buying low-maintenance, high-return assets. Rental properties, for example, can offer passive income with minimal hands-on management, especially if you use a property management service. The key is to make sure every dollar is either bringing in value or not costing you more in the long run. By shrinking what doesn't serve you, you can focus on what truly matters and watch your financial freedom grow. If you find this information valuable, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on achieving a frugal lifestyle. Chapter 4. Invisible expenses you don't even know you have. You'd be surprised at how much you're spending without even realizing it. These invisible expenses can quietly drain your bank account, and the worst part? You don't even notice. One of the most common culprits is subscriptions. Whether it's that streaming service you barely use or the gym membership you haven't touched in months, recurring payments can slip through the cracks. A 2022 survey by West Monroe found that the average American spends $219 per month on subscription services. That's $2,628 a year, often on things people aren't even using. But it doesn't stop there. Small, everyday purchases, like impulse buys or coffee runs, add up fast. A report by Magnify Money shows that 84% of Americans admit to making impulse purchases, spending an average of $276 monthly. That's almost $3,300 a year on things you probably don't need. This death by 1,000 cuts can sabotage your savings efforts without you even realizing. Another sneaky cost? Bank fees. ATM fees, overdraft charges, and account maintenance fees quietly pile up. The FDIC reported that Americans paid $11.68 billion in overdraft fees in 2019 alone. By switching to no-fee or low-fee banks, you can save a significant amount over time. Little things like this can make a huge difference. To combat these invisible expenses, use automation to your advantage. There are many budgeting apps like Mint or Truebill that track and categorize your spending, helping you spot those hidden costs. Take a hard look at your bank statements, identify recurring charges, and ask yourself if they really bring value to your life. The goal is to spend on what truly matters, not let your money slip away unnoticed. Chapter 5. Frugal Luxury. Splurge with strategy. Who says frugal living has to be boring or restrictive? Contrary to popular belief, frugality doesn't mean you can't indulge in life's luxuries. It's about splurging with strategy. The idea is to enjoy the finer things without breaking the bank. One effective tactic is to time your indulgences. Many luxury items, such as electronics or travel packages, go on sale at specific times of the year. For example, the best time to buy tech gadgets is around Black Friday or after the holiday season, when retailers slash prices. Similarly, traveling during off-peak seasons can save you up to 40% on flights and accommodations, according to Skyscanner data. Another powerful frugal luxury strategy is discounted experiences. Websites like Groupon or ClassPass offer high-end experiences, like spa treatments or dining at fancy restaurants, at a fraction of the cost. You can still treat yourself without the guilt. The key is not depriving yourself of luxury but finding value in how you enjoy it. Some financial experts recommend using reward points to indulge. Whether it's through your credit card's cashback program or travel miles, you can access upgrades and special perks. For instance, using travel rewards can get you into first-class seats or premium hotel suites without spending extra. The goal is to make the most out of the money you're already spending. There's also a growing trend of second-hand luxury. Thrift stores and online marketplaces like eBay or the RealReal offer high-quality items, often luxury brands, at significantly lower prices. You can find designer clothing, handbags, or even watches at a fraction of the retail cost, without compromising on quality. Lastly, consider conscious spending. Instead of mindlessly buying the next item, think about what truly brings joy and value to your life. Author Vicki Robin, in her book Your Money or Your Life, highlights that money should be spent in alignment with your values, not just on fleeting desires. Frugality isn't about cutting back, she says, it's about maximizing what you love and cutting the rest. Splurging with strategy is about enjoying the luxuries that matter most to you, without derailing your financial goals. You don't have to sacrifice comfort, but you can always find smarter ways to enjoy it. If you found these strategies helpful, be sure to subscribe for more insights on achieving a frugal yet fulfilling lifestyle.